sorry, were you waiting long? Oh, sorry about that. Yes, what time was your appointment? Great, you're very prompt. Thank you for coming on time. We do get quite busy, so yeah, would you like to get started right away? Of course, we're ready for you whenever you're ready. Yeah, no worries. Okay. I'm just going to do it on this computer. Yeah, of course, take a seat. No worries at all. If you want, we can do it in a more private area. Is this alright? Okay, it may take some time. You would have gotten that email, right? To leave a certain time available. Yeah. Okay. It's great that you've come in. What made you decide to come in today to get your personality assessment done? Oh, how exciting. That's really exciting. I know a lot of young people find it really hard to pick what university or college degree they're going to choose. They're going to make that decision, but it can be very stressful. So I completely get it. Yeah, that's alright. Most people at your age don't know what they want to do in their lives. And a lot of people, they think they figure it out and then they change careers. It's completely normal and natural, so do not stress. But hopefully this personality test will help you get a better understanding of not just what careers might be best for you, but also what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what drives you. We can help maybe discover some possible talents that you might have that you might not know about. Get a clearer understanding of who you are. You can do a deep dive online I'll explain some stuff to you as well, but we'll also email you a link so you can fully read a better analysis of your personality. We do offer longer, more extensive, detailed personality assessments as well. Sorry, it does get a bit busy in here, so let me know if you get distracted by any noise or anything. But yeah, there is a more detailed test that you can take, but it does take a lot more time. So if you're not happy with the result of this one, please let us know, and we will try to help you in any way that we can, okay? Great. Okay, so let's get started. It's all online, which is great. So we can send you all the details, and all the results will load up quite quickly, which is good, so I can read you everything. Well, not everything, but I can give you some answers today, which is great, instead of having to wait. It's only 10 minutes. A lot of people have said it's freakishly accurate. A lot of people come in with their friends as well and take them all together. But, it's great doing it alone as well, so you can really get a deep dive. Okay. Let's take the test. Okay, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. And there are two sides of the spectrum. There's agree and there's disagree. But within that, you can say strongly agree, strongly disagree, somewhat agree, somewhat disagree, or right in the middle. Yeah, you can give your preference though. We'll go through it slowly at the beginning, and then hopefully we'll get the hang of it, okay? Don't worry, I've done this hundreds of times. Okay, and also another thing, there is no judgment here. I promise, no judgment on you at all. I want you to answer as accurately and honestly as possible so we can get a really accurate representation. So if you're worried about saying something, that's a bit hard for you to admit about your own personality, please feel free to let me know. Okay, first question. regularly make new friends? Okay, that's good. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Okay, nice. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Yeah, this one, yeah, no, fair enough. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Okay, that's alright. No, don't apologize. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Don't worry, I'm the same. Do you suffer from any mental illnesses, or have you ever seen a psychologist? This isn't part of the test, I'm just curious for your analysis. Okay. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Okay, we'll go for the middle, of course. Okay, next question. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another? Okay, yeah, no, take your time. It's alright, it's good to think about it. But don't think too hard, because then you may end up giving the wrong answer. Not that there are any wrong answers. Yeah, okay. You are very sentimental. Yeah. You like to use organizing tools to help you with schedules and lists. Yeah. Okay. Time to time. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Agree, disagree. In the middle, of course. That's alright. If you're unsure, don't worry. But we do prefer to go on one side or the other. But if you're completely in the middle of disagree and agree, that is okay as well. Okay. Do you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? Yeah, no. Great, we've got that. Okay, next question. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative work. Yeah, that one's a bit confusing for some people. No, that's alright. Okay. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Okay. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. No, that's alright. People like to say they don't care what other people think of them, but most of the time that's a partial lie. You enjoy participating in group activities. Yeah, whether that's social events or group projects at school or... Okay, yeah. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Yeah, that's alright. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Yeah, fair enough. That's alright. Yeah, no, sorry about the noise. We actually have 10 other rooms in the building that we take tests in, and the walls can be pretty thin. Are you distracted at all? Okay. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Okay. trust. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Okay. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings. You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself to relax. You're doing so well. A lot of people, they find it hard to answer certain questions, but you're a natural. Have you done this before? I know. You enjoy watching people argue. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. That's alright. Your mood can change very quickly. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. Yeah. Okay, we're halfway there. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Next question. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Oh, it's just started raining. Sorry, I just noticed. Anyway, your answer. Yeah, no, of course. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. That's good. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I'm the same, don't worry. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Next question. You enjoy going to art museums. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Yeah. You rarely feel insecure. I mean, who doesn't? You avoid making phone calls. That's alright. I think I have a bit of a fear of phone calls as well, don't worry. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Yeah. Okay. In your social circle, you're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. You are still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Interesting. Your emotions control you more than you control them. That's good, that's healthy. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. That's nice. 80% there. You're right, you're doing okay. You're doing super well. work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate spaces. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. Yeah. You often feel overwhelmed. Yeah, it can be tough. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Of course, that makes sense. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Do you struggle with deadlines? You feel confident that things will work out for you. And how do you identify? What is your gender? Okay. Okay, it's loading. Let me just type in my login details. What is your name? And how old are you? Yeah. And are you born here? It's just for the records, don't worry. Okay. And did you graduate from high school? Well, I guess you're still in high school, so. What school do you go to? Okay. I promise you, no matter what university you decide, you will be fine. Even if you don't go to university, a lot of people don't these days, and it is completely normal. It is completely fine. For a lot of people, it's actually better for them. So whatever you decide, you'll be fine, I promise you. I know some things can look and feel really stressful at the moment, but in the big picture, you honestly have nothing to worry about. Okay. You seem like a really, really lovely person. Okay. Do you have a preferred name? Apart from, yeah. Okay, it's loading. Okay, here we go. You excited? Would you like me to go through it with you, or would you just rather go through it by yourself? Of course, it's my job, I'm happy to. Okay, you ready? Your personality type, out of the 16 we have on file, is Defender, specifically ISFJ-T. So it says defenders are very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. That's good. So, specifically, your mind. You are apparently 52% introverted, which is actually a great balance. You're 48% extroverted, so you're not too far on either side. You can adapt really well to different social situations. You can gather energy off of being around other people, but you're also completely fine spending time with yourself, which is great. It says introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. So that's good. But again, 52% introverted is not that far from the middle. So that's really great. Okay, your energy. You are 55% observant and 45% intuitive, which is great. You're realistic and sensible. It says observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or very likely to happen. So that's good. That's good. Again, we've 55% observant, 45% intuitive. You're again very close to middle ground, which is great. You're not too much of either one, I guess, which is good. Okay, your nature. So who you are, how you come across, but who you are in here. Your feelings, you know. It says you are 68% feeling and 32% thinking, which doesn't mean you don't think as much, but it can mean that a lot of the way you view life and a lot of the ways that you make decisions is based on how you feel, as opposed to what the most thoughtful thing is, I guess. But that's actually a really good thing. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. So that's great. That's a really good quality to have. And again, you're not too far off your 68% feeling, so that's actually great that you can see both sides to a situation. You're able to empathize with people regardless of what you've gone through, which is really, really great. Okay, next we have your tactics. So it says you are 53% judging and 47% prospecting, which is again really, really well balanced. It says judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. So that's really helpful in any career. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity, which is really good in leadership roles or any sort of organizational role or management role as a career, which is really great. You're to the point and you make sure that everything is on time and ready, so that's really great. Okay, so next we have identity. So it says you are 67% turbulent and 33% assertive, which is okay. I'm the same, honestly, but that's alright. So it says turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. Well, that's good. Eager to improve is always good. You're always moving steps ahead, trying to be the best self that you can be. But at the same time, there are some points of insecurity that you may feel you want to work on. Always striving for the best can also sometimes be a weakness. Obviously, we all want to perform our bests in not just our career, but in all aspects of life. But at some point, it can become a bit almost addictive and a bit too controlling over decisions you make in your life. If you're always focused on, being successful, it does tend to make you more stressed. But that is okay. We have ways to work on that in the email I will send to you. There's a lot of links that we have as a part of our business that help if you want to improve aspects, different practices that you can do, even classes that we offer. so we'll add in your email and send you your details. What is your email address? Yes, and so we'll send you the results, obviously. Would you like us to send you tips and research insights for your personality type? Just a reminder, you are Defender. Yeah, of course. So again, in the email, it will give you a link to a lot more about your results, who the Defender is. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly about you, but it is very detailed, very accurately analyzed technology that we have, and it will give you a lot more details that you can read up. It's actually really interesting, that you can read all about your gift of loyalty, the highest of standards, how sometimes you don't feel like you're good enough. We have other things like showing up for others and themselves, how you're always going out of your way to help others and understand how people are feeling. And I could tell that about you already. And goes through your strengths and weaknesses and possible career choices that you can read in more depth at home. Yeah, of course. Oh, and it has things on romantic relationships, different personality types that would be best suited with you as a life partner, and different types of people that wouldn't suit you as well. Friendships, we have parenthood as well, what you would be like as a parent, career paths, workplace habits, which is all fully, yeah, you've got it. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, and it'll all be claimed. You can claim it with your work. Of course. Do not worry at all. Okay, thank you so much for coming in. It was so